I have an issue. I have a big fat belly, and the only thing I can think about is making bacon out of it. I'm not talking about mine. I'm talking about this one that I have right here. Nice, juicy pork belly. We're gonna season it up. We're gonna make some bacon today. All right, so in front of me I have all the things that I'm gonna need for my spice rub. Here I have thyme and orange zest, kosher salt and Prague powder #1, cayenne, black pepper, and paprika, brown sugar. All the exact ingredients will be in the description down below. I'm gonna take these, I'm gonna put it in my bullet, I'm gonna blend it up so that everything is dispersed evenly, then I'm gonna coat the pork belly, then I'm gonna put it in this, vacuum seal it. For 7 days, I'm gonna put it in the fridge, flipping it over once a day. After a week, I'm gonna take it out, we're gonna put it on the smoker, get it up to 150, as slow as I possibly can to build up as much smoke as possible. Then the following day, I'm gonna take it, put it on my meat slicer, slice it up, we're gonna fry it up, have some eggs, bacon, BLT, whatever you want.
Bacon. Yeah. Bacon? You don't put bacon in your body. Why not? The worst thing you could put in your body.
I love hog.
It's fried fat.
I eat everything on the pig except the squeal.
Huh.
Oink.
Here we go. This is the salt and Prague powder, thyme, orange zest, brown sugar, the black pepper, cayenne pepper, and paprika. All go in. I'm gonna blitz this a couple times as soon as I learn how to use this thing. Now.
1 hour later.
Shake it a little bit, so I don't want it too fine of a powder, but. Now just take our spice rub and coat this as absolutely even as possible. Coat it in this. When you're buying pork belly, it's kind of a key thing that I like to look out for. You might not consider it that important, but I try to aim for belly that's more in the center, because when you get to the end, it tapers off. The meat's not as nice and marbled as it is when you get to the center, where you get more meat to the fat ratio of the belly. If you don't have a vacuum sealer, you don't need one. You could use a Ziploc bag and you just get as much air out of there as possible, but the vacuum sealer theoretically should help. Stuff your belly inside. All right. Try to make sure that the belly is laying flat. And that is it.
1 week later.
All right, it's been a week since I put this in the bag. I flipped it every single day in the fridge. Now, the next steps is I'm gonna take this out of the bag. I'm going to rinse it off with cold water, pat it dry, and then it's gonna go on the smoker. You have two options. You could be running this at a lower temperature for a longer period of time, but since the weather sucks out here, I'm probably not gonna do that. I'm gonna be running mine at around 180 to 200, bringing this pork belly up to about, I'd say about 150 degrees. That's gonna take somewhere around 4 to 5 hours. I have rinsed off my belly. Ooh, that is smoky.
Smoking!
So, as you can see, the bacon has been smoked, cured, seasoned, dripping. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
The next day.
So, next step, let's slice up. It's kind of heavy. Make sure to keep pressing this down as you're slicing. Again, if you're using a slicer. All right, here we go. flavor on them as possible. And then we are going to build our sandwich from there, and it is going to be absolutely spectacular. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, the bacon slices. God, this smells fantastic. As you can see, this thing's starting to smoke. Let's get this bacon on here. Now with bacon, you want to render out as much fat as possible. I want this fat in the pan because I'm going to take my bread, I'm going to fry it inside of this bacon fat, and that's going to just add more of the flavors that the spice rub provided for the bacon, the smoke provided for the bacon. That's all going to be absorbed by the bread, and it's going to make an absolutely spectacular sandwich. I have myself a giant ciabatta bread here, and I'm going to slice thick slices, about 3/4 of an inch thick. The butts, this is just good for the fat right here. You just dip this in the fat, you got yourself a party. All right, take the rest of this here, move it off to the side. Now hopefully I don't cut myself trying to cut into this Gouda. Perfect. Now that I have my Gouda, let's fry up some bread and make this BLT. I'm taking my slices straight out of here, then I'm butterflying them open. This is the side that is getting fried in the bacon fat and burning my hand. Look at that. Look at that. Now, if you do not have a torch, that's fine. You can put it underneath a broiler or in a toaster oven. Don't put it in a microwave because that just doesn't work properly. You'll make the bread soggy and then nobody will be happy. But I have a torch. Mayo, I have Duke's mayo here, is better than Hellman's. A little bit of black pepper over the mayo. Take your tomato. These Dalstrong knives are next freaking level. Get the little guy in there, right there. You got yourself a sandwich. Take your lettuce. I have iceberg here. You can use iceberg. I generally use romaine, but this is what I had, and it's still gonna work just the same. It's gonna get the whole point across with it being just, you know, leaves. Reheat this cheese real quick. Now, just place as much bacon on here as you can have before you have a coronary. And yes, you might be thinking, man, this guy's ridiculous. Look at how high that is. I've seen bigger sandwiches. Let's see if I can get this on here.
Oh, wow.
One thing that you should do is actually season your tomatoes because they're going to be very underwhelmed. But there is actually a lot going on here with the amount of mayo that I put on there, the bacon grease that I fried this in. Take my sandwich knife. Oh, look at all that layer. Look at all them layers. Cheers.
I can't do anything.
All right, what you gotta do, smash it.
Well, we're making this into smash burger.
Yeah, kind of. As I say, the bacon stands out further than any other bacon that you're just gonna buy at a store. Is it worth it? Yeah, absolutely. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Make sure to follow me on all the social medias, including this one. And check out my merch store right there. And please, for the love of all that is holy, make the spice rub, put it on your bacon, and tell me if it ain't next level. Anyway, peace.
Bye bye.